we quickly stay back in Asgardian mythology, right? Like, okay, so now we're looking at Balder, the Norse god of light. Let's assess Balder along these same parameters, right? So I see Balder, and I've read a little bit about Balder. This is obviously the Norse representation of god of light. And overall, it's cool, man. You know, whatever. You know, like, yeah, I'm a cool guy with it too, right? Like, you know, Balder, he's all right. I look at him. He knocks at the door. Like, you're young, you're polite, right? Like, you're respectful, you're calm. Like, yeah, that's it. Okay, I could probably be like, hey, what's up, young man? How you doing? Like, you know, it's not Thor who's like big, all huge and overwhelming, and Odin, you're all intimidating, or Loki, where you already know, like, yeah, this is gonna be an issue. Like, Balder is different than that, right? So when Balder knocks on your door, his first impression is like, yeah, okay, you look like a trustworthy guy, right? Like, you look like you're not up to something. You don't seem like you're drunk like Thor, right? At least in that sense. So you're right off the bat, your first impression mark is going to be pretty high. I think for most people, he'd put you off your guard immediately. Like, you wouldn't really be worrying about him, you know. Like, you're not fearful of him harming you, right? Or like harming anybody. That's what we don't get from Balder, right? We know that, right? That it's good vibrations, right? I'm just worried if I have any mistletoe in the house. I'm gonna feel responsible for if there's some mistletoe in the house. That's where I'm at. I don't think there would be any mistletoe in my house, but now I'm gonna check for sure, right? Because he's here. Now, power level, right? He is a nice guy, but he ain't just a nice guy, right? He's a nice guy who's also an Asgardian god. He's a son of Odin. He's a son of Frigg. So, like, before his death, he was everything in creation was set up to not harm him. So it's ironical type that he ended up getting murked out by mistletoe, right? But that was all by design, right? So he became truly invulnerable until his death, until the one vulnerability he had was played against him. So the gods could do anything. They would throw spears at him. They would throw rocks and weapons, which is why you doing it. Seems like y'all playing too much. And he would be unharmed. So he was an extremely powerful implement for Norse cosmology because of that. Because he was the most invulnerable. He was invulnerable to everything. Nothing could ever harm him because it all taken his promise, except for mistletoe. Mistletoe strategically called in sick that day and never signed that notification, right? So that's how it comes about, right? So I understand, like, this is a very powerful being. Not truly immortal, but very powerful, may work in magic, like above human strength, like all those things. Like, this is what Balder is, right? So then let me evaluate him on the next one. I say, what about his character? How does his character line up? And honestly, yeah, it goes pretty good for him. I gotta be honest. Like, it gets pretty good for him because he's a high character guy. We know that. He's honest, he's wise, he's compassionate, right? He's all that stuff. He's fair. He's even gentle. He's not a brute. He's he's like in Norse belief system. He's the closest thing to like the perfect prince. So it's a tragedy of him overall. Isn't that he was flawed? It's that he was good and he got taken away. He was good and he got taken away. Not he was flawed. He was good and he got taken away. So then I have to get to like the next level of the judgment, right? And I've known this character for a long time. Like, I've read, Balder in a couple of different formats. So you seem all right. Even like Marvel has a Balder character. Why is Balder at my door? This is significant. Because this means a lot. Like, why you over here in the first place really, really matters. You could be here because you're warning me, or you're helping me, or seeking peace, or you're offering guidance. Like, that's what I believe. I think you could be warning me about something, but I don't think you're there to get me to do anything crazy. I think it would be more of a warning at the worst case. Like, that's what he would be here for, right? And I think truly, like, the best case scenario is that he becomes a homie. Now I have a divine ally. I get access to wisdom and his protection, and become, favored among one of the most respected gods of the Norse cosmos. That's what it means to be cool with him. And I would accept that and run to that. The worst case scenario, at least like what this means to me, is that there's a cosmic significance around him being here. Like, now the cosmic spotlight is focused on me, and I'm regular. Okay. So he's significant. He is locked into like the very end of like creation on this mythology. So being associated with him kind of locks you in on that. I would definitely say, given the best case scenarios, given the worst case scenarios, I immediately let him know. I'm like, yeah, okay, I know you Balder a little bit. You seem like a pretty cool dude. If you're here, you probably need some help, or you have something that you want to share with me. All of which are things I think are absolutely great. Like, I'm 100% down with you coming over here and sharing some stuff with me. So yeah, in that regard, I'm definitely down for it. I let Balder in. Like, this is a good account of who he is, and I'm feeling good about it.